welcome back. We're about to head into our fourth match of the evening. That is C'est La Vie versus Bomb Squad. Thank you guys for hanging on through our halftime show. We had a nice little break. Andre?
It was great.
Andre didn't get any snacks.
I didn't get any snacks.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. I mean, I need to lose some weight anyway.
No, Andre, you look just fine the way you are.
No, I don't. I need to lose weight.
It's okay.
You know, back in 2009, which seems not that long ago, but it actually
It's
is.
actually forever ago,
That's approaching 5 years now. Anyway, back in 2009, this old guy used to be 22 back then, 145 pounds. That's the division I fought in. That wasn't actually 145. It's maybe like 155, and then I would cut down. But it was 145. Somewhere along the line, I got up to 215.
You know what it is, Andre?
What?
Delicious California food.
Delicious California food.
There's so much of it. It's everywhere.
It really is. And it's all like proportions that are not sustainable for human or they are sustainable for human beings.
They're sustainable for two human
beings.
beings.
They're sustainable for two human beings or a cow or a buffalo or a horse. It's obscene, but
it's pretty good.
It's so delicious that you just want to eat all of it. So that's what I did. And since then, I have lost a considerable amount of weight.
Yep.
Considerable amount of weight, but I still need to lose more.
I believe in you, Andre.
Thank
I'm in
you,
the belief
Rico.
business.
Actually,
I lost a bet to you, didn't I?
You did. You owe me lunch, don't you?
Yeah. You still won't accept me buying you lunch, though.
Well, I will. It's just...
You're saving it, aren't you?
Well, no. It's because it wasn't yet for sure. Okay, so our bet was by a certain amount of time, I couldn't be under 180. And at the time, I was maybe like 185. And it was only like a month away or something like that, which is difficult under the time constraints of us working here
every day,
like
for
60 to 80 hours a week. Okay, that is absurd. But I did manage to get under 180, and I did it before the time was elapsed. But I said, no, we can't do it just yet because I need to consistently stay at that weight level or be lower. And I did end up winning that as well.
Yeah,
so
I owe him lunch.
You owe me a lunch.
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
I don't know, somewhere expensive though.
Expensive?
Very expensive.
Oh, right. I'll have to find some coupons.
No, I know exactly. We're going to go get Chinese food.
Chinese food?
I found the best Chinese food place around here.
Sweet.
It's going to be fun. You all can join too if you're ever watching and you want to be like, hey, I want to have lunch with them or dinner with them. Why don't you join us? Come on down to Rancho Cucamonga, California. We'll have you in the tank seat. You can cast some. It'll be a lot of fun. We do that with Tofu Smurf all the time.
He's fun to have around.
He is. Even if you guys are watching, if you're pro players, if you're not, please come on down. And we love to, have people down here, have fun with them on the cast, and just talk about World of Tanks.
Yeah. And speaking of World of Tanks, Andre, we should probably talk about World of Tanks.
I guess something's going down here.
It looks like they're picking tanks right now.
I see a Roomba.
I do see a Roomba. And that is, that's Refuse to Die. I see that Refuse to Die tag. So, Bomb Squad. They ready it. They ready it down.
Let's go ahead and just look at our screen real quick.
Yeah.
That way you guys can kind of
watch the process.
Sweat it out with us, yeah. So it is going to be on Ensk, as we can see. Was that Ensk our last battle? No, right?
I'd assume they'd picked maps by now, because it looked like they changed it.
Anyway, it will probably be on Ensk. Just to let you guys know, it's C'est La Vie. Tell us about C'est La Vie. For those of us that weren't tuning in the very beginning of the broadcast, who are they?
C'est La Vie is a kind of an offshoot of Wreak Havoc. Now, it's not precisely an offshoot, but we recognize members like Callus, who left Wreak Havoc due to some internal issues and decided to start his own team. Because Callus takes credit for, he's given credit for being the guy who led Wreak Havoc to beat Fulcrum Gaming.
We do recognize Bao Bao.
Yep.
And Commando from the previous team. At least I recognize them.
We should. Hot Frank is a player I recognize. And he's been around the scene.
And don't forget, Bao Bao is missing his battle buddy, which would be Day.
Bao Bao Day. Oh, of course.
No, not Bao Bao Day.
Day Bao Bao.
It's Day Bao Bao.
Oh.
How can you say Bao Bao Day? That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know.
But someone needs to play World of Tanks at a professional level and call themselves Day, so that they can pair themselves with Bao Bao. It's going to be the best combination, because then I get to say, oh, it's Day Bao Bao. Crushing on the one line.
It's day bow bow, capping the base.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see this.
Oh, no, it would be like c'est la vie, capping the base, day bow bow.
Wonderful.
Or actually, it would be like c'est la vie, capping the base, day bow bow.
You're gonna have lots of fun with that one.
Oh, imagine if it was day bow bow and yeah. That would be sick. Anyway, guys, let's jump into the game. It started already. Let's do it. Yeah.
Taking a look at these tanks, Andre. Looks like a 5100, 3 IS-3s, and a 1390 for the side of Bomb Squad, whereas it looks like C'est la Vie has only 5 tankers.
6.
Six. Why? I missed the T1 for some reason. Anyway, we've got 1 missing T1, but they've got their tier 8, so that might be all that matters.
T5100, 2 IS-3s, and a 1390 for C'est la Vie. On the other side, it's a 5100, 3 IS-3s, and a 1390 for Bomb Squad. C'est la Vie, if you guys don't know what that means, it's basically like YOLO.
It's French YOLO?
Yeah, French YOLO, if you didn't know that. Did you know that, Rukil?
I've never equated it to French YOLO, but I'll
You've heard it before, though.
I've heard C'est la Vie.
Yeah. Normally, it's like C'est la Vie. It's like, it's kind of like a whatever, like, well, YOLO Swag 420. Not quite a YOLO Swag 420. It's just a
it's more like stuff
moderate
happens,
YOLO.
Andre. It's more like stuff happens.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just what happens. Something bad happens, C'est la Vie.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm. Hellgrind is in the 1390, is looking up the 5-6 line, but is someone looking back in his direction?
No, nobody is.
Oh, so he's
giving
wasting
up the
his
5-6
time.
line. No, he's not. How dare you say that?
So, well, he wouldn't be wasting his time if someone was there, but it's C'est la Vie is making it so he's just not accomplishing things he could have been otherwise accomplishing.
Yeah, but that's such an important place to be.
Oh,
With the 1390, you have to be taking that 5-6 line and just trying to scout it as best you can, because what you're looking for is any one-line, or not one-line pushes. You're looking for any 5, 6, 7 pushes.
Mm-hmm. Although he was a little bit far back, so I'm not sure he would have caught so much spotting unless it was really an all-in. Oh, wow. Hetzerade is actually spotted out by Bonsai, as Hellgrind is very luckily in position to maybe get some shots off. Doesn't look like Hellgrind was spotted, though. Or was he?
Honestly, I can't tell from my...
Well, you might want to jump onto Hetzerade, because it looks like... No, never mind. Hellgrind is backing out, so we might not see any 1390 aggression. I was thinking we were going to see a 1390 1v1, so use the better 1390. But Hellgrind is going to back out because he doesn't want to risk the fact that there could be, very well could be C'est la Vie tanks in the northeast.
That's right. They haven't yet established where all the red tanks are, so
Hellgrind actually
very, very careful.
Hellgrind spots out Hot Frank, and I was waiting for shots to go out, but no connections yet, no shots fired.
Hot Frank did not see anything.
It's an IS-3.
IS-3 it has no sight. No sight.
Completely blind as far as a tier 8 heavy tank goes. It's pretty much got that's actually its real weakness. It has no view range.
Yeah.
It's if you want to point out a huge weakness for the IS-3, that view range.
So what do you do if you're up against like 4 IS-3s and a T-69? You kill the T-69 first.
And then run away. And
weird,
then,
right?
And then just engage at 400 meters.
Exactly. Like, what a weird way to beat an IS-3, but that's something you really have to think about. Now,
Hellgrind spots out Callus as he crosses to the east. C'est la Vie looks like they're wanting to go to the east. So all of them going?
Big rotation. That's correct. All of them going to the east side. There's one T1 all the way in the top left-hand corner, and B1. That is Lunatic Angelic.
Looks like Hellgrind is trying to spot. Oh, and there Hetzerade is spotted, and will Hellgrind go to support his T1, or will he leave? Nope, too late. B-Bonsai is dead. Hetzerade. Oh, Bao Bao getting the shot. Hetzerade not having to waste any shots. Hellgrind is out in the open in the middle of his cap circle. No real cover. Hetzerade could begin an engagement on him within a nice advantage.
He doesn't know. He doesn't. Oh, there it is. Hellgrind is spotted out finally right now.
Run, Hellgrind. And
but
Hellgrind will actually come back now?
He's pretty safe. He's past the train tracks. I don't think he has to worry about anything. He did get spotted, though. That should give all indicators that the east side is not being taken up. You can see a big push now. Hot Frank, the IS-3s, I should just say, the IS-3s and the 5100s are moving on up.
Yeah, and on the
to
other
the east side,
on the west side, Andre, there's also a push going on. IS-3s and 5100 are all moving up. They've taken up all the way up to the C line. They're going to hit up into B2 in just a moment, taking just a mob of tanks moving together.
Let's see if they can get a piece of the pie, if you know what I mean.
Delicious pie.
Delicious pie. So it's going to be a base race scenario right now. There is still that 1390 though, all the way back in the south region, so they can maybe delay cap for a little bit here, but this is going to be really, really difficult.
It's going to be a base trade, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And
but
there, Ghost Rider does get on the red cap, beginning the cap 1 minute 38, and another tank will cut that time down to 47, and then we're going to be just under 30 seconds. There, red base under attack, 47 seconds on the blue base. Tanks are spotted. Hellgrind will be able to delay this cap if he plays it right.
that's right. Well, Hellgrind will be able to, but at the same token, Hetzerate is going back as well. 2 people on cap, 34 seconds left. 10 seconds for Hellgrind to do something about this. Let's see if he can do that. Hot Frank taking damage, and we'll reset it momentarily. 10 seconds still left again. Nice shot.
Down to 294.
Ooh.
Puts a really solid shot in the back of Commodore.
But still 8 seconds, 5 seconds left. Hellgrind needs to do something. Reset needs to come out here right now, right away, if they want any chance.
This is the red base under attack. Blue base still got 33 seconds, 13 seconds left on the cap.
It's
all right. Callus goes down, though. Serenity taking him down 7-6. 3 seconds left. Just these slight little delays, 5 seconds.
Up, and Hetzerate does it. And right now, it's looking like it will be a
0
win.
cap. There's a small window here.
I don't think it's going to be. You only have 5 seconds for that. We do have a victory for Bomb Squad, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really close when it comes down to it. I thought for sure they had 3 people on cap. I'm sorry, guys.
It was 3 people on cap both sides. It's just when you're watching both.
Well, it was 2 people on cap, actually.
It was?
For blue base, yeah.
I thought I saw 3 at one point.
I thought so too. It did cut down towards the end, so I was really, really confused. I thought for certain that it was C'est La Vie that was ahead, but I was completely wrong. I apologize for that, guys, but it happens.
But Bomb Squad doing a pretty decent job at that base trade, be able to delay it long enough on their side to get the victory. Just very simple, cap fast.
Kind of a little bit derpy though, if I'm gonna be really honest. Like the fact that you can go into a base trade scenario and the first time both of you actually realize it's happening is when the base trade has started. It feels kind of, messy.
You should see it coming, really.
Yeah,
the T1 should be in positions to see a base race coming. We saw a very important T1 go down. That was Bibanzai. Yeah, huge right there, losing entire east side vision.
That's right, and well, that is 1 in the books right now for the Bomb Squad. So we'll see if they can continue this, and we're gonna go into battle number 2 in a little bit, guys. Short commercial break. When we come back, the continuation of this series. Don't go anywhere. Counting. Top 10. I'm a good counter. If you flash like 15 tanks in front of me, I'll know all of the positions of where they are, even if it's only for, a millisecond.
Andre is training his brain in between commercial breaks, so he is playing a counting game right now where you count.
And it's pretty impressive what I can do, right? You've seen it.
I think so.
Right? It's just like, poo, 14, boom, done.
GG.
It's pretty good. Well, I use it in World of Tanks. Definitely in World of Tanks.
It's certainly a skill. See how many tanks are spotted on the other side of the map before they can all go dark.
It's
Except you got all of like 5+ seconds to do that.
Because a lot of times, yeah, I mean, you have a lot more time, but a lot of times what it comes down to is you see that there's 9 tanks spotted or 6 tanks spotted or whatever. And you just subtract it by 15 and say, well, there's this many potential tanks that can be right here. What's the likeliness of that? And then based on that, I say I'm going to go for it, or I'm just going to hang back, maybe just see what my other options are and play my cards that way.
Also, as a commander in 742, you have to pay attention to where tanks are spotted so that you know if you can make the call to actually move forward. That kind of attention to details from a commander is so important, because there's a billion things going on at one time that you have to pay attention to. Being able to focus on those kinds of details are very important. So, Andre, you might make a pretty decent tank commander if we give you a chance.
I think I would be. I'd like to think I would be.
Well, we just haven't gotten a chance to test you out.
Well, in the season 3, No Stars vs. All Stars, maybe.
You played. You didn't lead though.
Season 3.
Season 3.
3.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna have to kick you and Junior out because
we were players.
All right, guys, let's jump into game. Game number 2 between these two teams, C'est La Vie and Bomb Squad. Looking at the tanks, two 5100s, a T69, two 1390s against two T32s, a T69 and two 1390s. On paper, I want to say that I favor the T32s. Well, of course, it's Prokhorovka. Of course, I favor the T32s over the 5100s.
It's a superior tank. Look at that American armor. So beautiful, so majestic. Yeah, America. T32.
Heck yeah! Have you ever seen that? The USA, heck yeah.
Yes.
Except it sounds heck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck
Well, Hellgrind is going to be making an opening scout run uphill. He will spot Hetzerade, Hot Frank, and Camdor in the T32.
Don't worry, guys. They're not loaded, so they're not going to fire at each other. There's a very, very common scout run. We see double 1390s.
Spotted in the T1. That is... Nope, no one's going to take the opportunity to kill the T1.
But double 1390s from the blue team, whenever you see this and they go into the East Delta Village, the East Village, you kind of know it's going to be East versus West. Now, this is a great position for Callus and Commodore. They have their T32s. They're going to get into a very nice hold down position. And not only that, they didn't have to work themselves over from all the way on the west side to the east side. So they have a really nice jump. I would say C'est La Vie has a big advantage going into the start of this game.
You could say that, but I don't like that east side position out of Bomb Squad. I really think Bomb Squad is going to have a hard time aggressing. It's just difficult to aggress.
Well, that even accentuates my point more, right?
They stuck themselves on a side of the map, and there's choke points preventing them from making a push. Now, they could decide to make that push when they want to, but I feel like the T32s are going to be able to see this coming.
Oh, yeah. 400-meter view range. Nice. -3s. Pathetic. But right now, just a little bit of stagnation. I like this one tech in the back, the T69 being played by Bao Bao. Makes a lot of sense just to have him overlooking anything or everything that could happen over on this north or the south side. So really, really good position coming out. 1390s all the way down over in the north side. About A and B6. You can see where with the T1s. Hetzerade right behind the T32s. The question is, how do C'est La Vie move forward? How do they start aggressing? And I have to believe it's from the north side that they really want to focus.
Well, on the south side, it's Bomb Squad has actually crossed the south tracks. They've somehow they've gathered, because they have a T1 on the other side of the south tracks, that their 1390s can actually make it across. And I guess they're going to try and sneak them into the backfield, which is cute and possibly effective. But if C'est La Vie picks up on that, then C'est La Vie will just make a push into the 3 tanks to their east.
How nice is this, right? The T69 I was talking about, Bao Bao over here, going to be able to see that. And also, Hetzerade, he's also traversing all the way down.
Oh, that
he's going to be able to intercept this 1390. It's going to be
It's going to be 2 1390s, though. So it's going to be a 2v1 1390s. We might see Hetzerade go down very quickly. And there it is, the engagement.
And
first shots onto Hetzerade from Silver Fox, but a reply from Hetzerade. Another shot onto Hetzerade on the move. 3 shots, now down to 148. Hellgrind closes the distance. He is able to finish him off. Beautiful shots there. But more shots in reply from the Bao Bao in the north. He has put another shot in, down to 364, down to 91. Catches fire for a second, but auto fire extinguisher will put that. He's down to 45 hit points.
There's a perfect example of why you buy a automatic fire extinguisher. Yeah. If he didn't have that, he would be certainly dead. That was only 46 hit points.
One more tick of fire damage would have killed him.
Wow, unreal. Unreal.
And then Silver Fox actually tried to cover Hellgrind. So he actually covered him and got in the way. So in case there were more shots coming from directly north of Hellgrind, he would have Silver Fox would have absorbed those. So good job on a 1380 on full tilt to try and block shots.
That's right. Callus and Commodore, though, they've been doing an amazing job over here. They put Dubby Doodle down to half life as it is. So kind of, I wouldn't say even trades because they did lose a tier 8 tank.
But the
hit
points.
Hit points. Hit points.
They're in favor, I think.
Well, I certainly think so, especially
in favor of C'est La Vie. C'est La Vie, none damage to everything else.
So we'll find out how they go to use their advantage. Right now, just a lot of blind fire, probably killing some destructible debris just to make it a little bit easier to see their opponents. But nothing too crazy happening right now.
These T-32s have plenty of shots to just waste. It's going to be expensive for them because these guys are on their own accounts, so they're paying for these gold rounds themselves, but they can keep demolishing this, and that's once enough of these buildings are gone, the 5100 is going to have a very hard time trying to stay in cover and stay safe. Callus is spotted by someone, I don't know who, but he does take a hit to the turret. But that strong T-32 American turret is going to continue to bounce shells. I think those are 1390s. Yes, Hell-Grinded Silver Fox. Oh, wow. Damage is taken by a T-32.
Yeah, just one shot. And look at that shot, too. Incredible. Right below the turret.
So much blind fire coming out. They couldn't even see those T-32s for the entire time that they were taking damage at all. Or taking those hits, really. Those are just blind fire from 1390s. And 1390s are not the best snipers.
T1 going to be taken out here all the way on the south side, so we can see convergence already. Hot Frank is the killer there. He's going to start aggressing up. He needs to be careful because he doesn't want to be just crushed. There is that 1390 Silver Fox all the way on the high ground. And he takes a big shot. He's down to 268. Will Hot Frank be able to do a cleanup shot? He's looking for it. He wants it. And oh my god.
Silver Fox is down.
Oh my god.
On the hill.
That was so sick. I don't know if you saw what happened there, but he just rolled up ever so slightly. The guy went dark and he still fired, shot him. Easy one shot, one kill.
Beautiful. You can see he was actually going pretty fast because the position of this explosion is actually where he died, and he slid forward a little bit, just as he died.
Life is hard. Oh my god. And Hot Frank doing a fantastic job, not only putting shots out, but also spotting for everybody else. And that is a very heavily damaged blue team. I don't know what they can do. C'est la vie, just tightening the noose, but 3 minutes left. Will they be able to tighten it in time?
Maybe not. Ghost Rider has been put all the way in the back B, Bravo Alpha 0, and he is just just on the line between those two grid squares, and he is far out of any engagement. They're going to have trouble cleaning this out. Bomb Squad may be able to take this to the draw. And they do see that option. They see that as a distinct possibility.
Lunatic Angelic, though, he's already moving up, and he's going to start capping along with Bao Bao and probably this 1390 Hot Frank. So you're going to have a lot of tanks on cap, forcing the pressure. And as soon as one of those low HP tanks stick their heads out, they're going to be immediately abolished.
And it does look like a tree went down, and Bomb Squad did see that. So it looks like W-Doodle has picked up on something fishy going on, and as the cap has started, they have begun to move forward a little bit, but these 5100s are hesitant to actually move forward to the cap there. Now with 20 seconds left on the cap, Hellgrind is moving towards the cap. There is tank spotted, T-32, but this is cap screening right here.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough time. I mean, perfect positioning so far. 10 seconds left. This 5100 have to just disregard this T-32. Go for the shot. 2 seconds. They have one shot.
May have a shot.
One shot, and they get it. Wow, beautifully
10 seconds
done.
left on the cap. Another shot. Up to 32 seconds left on the cap. Although W-Doodle is the only tier 8 left alive after the engagement.
Yeah, at the cost of everybody. That's what it took to reset that cap. And one single T1 will not be enough. The cap is done, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a winner. C'est la vie will even up the score, putting it to 1-1. Great play overall. You can see the T-32s. What did they do against the 5100s? T-32s won the game. 5100s did nothing.
They just got completely destroyed. Let's see if they even put out all that much damage. Looking at the post-game stats right now, 5100 Serenity 17 put out 616 damage. W-Doodle,
let's go to our screen first. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's just go to our screen.
W-Doodle, 0 damage. Didn't get to. Did he even fire? He didn't even get to fire the entire battle.
That is brutal.
Yeah, that is just a 5100. The no gun depression, a really horrible silhouette for a tank.
Yeah, and when you look at it on Prokhorovka, where is a position where you can get a 5100 to make the shots count, and then duck behind cover or something?
Not a lot of good positions there. You can go like far west, you can go east, but it depends a lot on what your opponent is doing. Your opponent has to drive into the 5100s for that, or you have to actually make it happen in a very close brawl.
It's tough, man. It's tough. But Score is tied up 1-1 apiece, so all of a sudden we're back at a best of 3. Guys, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, the continuation of this series. Don't go anywhere. You're watching WGLNA Qualifiers.
Welcome back. Battle number 3 is going to take place on Ruinberg between C'est La Vie and Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad not really doing so hot on an open map, but they did pretty well on a map like Ensk. So we're returning to Ruinberg, which is half and half.
Yep. Ruinberg, Abbey, and Mines are the 3 maps that I would consider the half and half of urban fighting and openness. Mines on the lower end of that, and I would say of Ruinberg and Abbey. Abbey is a little bit more open, but still we see very similar statistics among the 3. Himmelsdorf and Ensk have very similar statistics. Prokhorovka and Steps have very similar statistics. Ruinberg on average south side is a little bit more favored over north side because of the cap.
You saying that they're favored at all is weird, because I like the Delta Village, and I feel like it gives you a lot of control.
Yeah. But Delta Village gives you an advantage. Cap pressure gives you a win. That's the big difference.
You got a fair point there. And we're going to have to see how they play that out, if we see cap pressure, as we're going to go into Ruinberg for battle number 3.
2 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and a 1390 on the side of Bomb Squad. Not Bow Out. 2 5100s and 3 IS-3s on the side of C'est La Vie. So you can definitely see an advantage going into just the mobility, a little advantage with the 1390 and of course the scouting. That's going to help out so much. The IS-3s, so blind.
Just no vision on this team. I think actually they could kite them out with this. Hellgrind just being a great spotter. He's going to have an opening scout run that should spot. He actually spots Hetzerade right now. And then Hot Frank again is spotted. This indicates so much. We might see Cat fast, and more tanks will get spotted shortly.
Yeah. You can see the movement so far right now. And now Hellgrind is going to be spotted out in that 1390, but you can see the movement is over to the Delta Village for the north side. This is pretty expected, but the south side, what do we have going out of them?
Well, a one-line push, just straight off the bat. Every tank that wasn't a 1390 going right to the one line, hitting the red line, riding it all the way. And they might go for this cap fast, seeing those IS-3s go out to the east. They might catch them off guard. And is C'est La Vie actually prepared for this?
Not at all. Lunatic Angelic is the only one over here. I mean, the other tanks need to sprint to get over into this position to defend some sort of cap pass strategy. This is what we're talking about in the very beginning of this game. I mean, this is so scary, and they already know a Delta Village push is on the approach. 1390 still isn't doing any more runs, which I would have liked to, but, you know, they're still, I mean, it's still fine. And now, finally,
Lunatic Angelic is spotted in the T1 as cap begins.
And life is not good right now if you are C'est La Vie.
Is Lunatic going to go down?
Great screen cap.
They're actually going to make a wall with 5100s, put the T1s in the way. IS-3 should be moving towards the south. I wonder why it took so long to kill Lunatic Angelic. That's a lot of spotting time.
Yeah, I guess they were just more worried about positioning than actually killing anybody. IS-3s are going to poke up. 12 seconds left, though. And resets are there, but you can see there's redundant capture points.
Oh, Bao Bao does have great shots. These 5100s, he may delay long enough for someone to get in and maybe kill one of these 5100s. Wow, Bao Bao under incredible focus fire goes down. And then Silver Fox 413 goes down. But more hits going on.
They need to push forward, though. They need to get those T1s. Is that even possible? Right now, Hot Frank actually gets tracked in his spot, so he can't go for the T1s. 7 seconds left. Are they going to get a T1? Needs to be hit.
5100s need to focus so much to get these blocks. And the T1s.
Tough.
A little bit of ramming might get, but look at this block. Camdor is not able, ramming damage does reset, and Ghost Rider will still have cap, but Bonsai is reset. Only one tank actually holds cap points now, and Ghost Rider is just getting smushed by T1s. I don't think the damage is being dealt to him. Almost reloaded. Hellgrind comes in. He's the only tier 8 left. 3 tier 8s against a tier 8, and wow, there's the T1 down. Camdor taking him down. 1390, only tank left. Callus appears to be reloaded, and there, actually, Hot Frank is going to steal the kill.
And that's it. A closing kill right there for C'est La Vie, as they will go up 2-1. You know, I think we're both going to agree on this. The cap was awesome. The screen needed to be there, though.
Yeah,
There was no screen. We were just talking about this earlier. I was like, oh, you know, there's redundant capture that you can do. And you were saying how, yes, you can have redundant capture. That's having more than 3 tanks on cap. A lot of people would be like, why are you having that? Well, if one of your tanks gets shot, you still have cap points in the other tank. Therefore, the timer won't go down. But in this position, talk to us about why a screen cap would be better.
All right, what you need to do is you actually need to make the fight happen elsewhere. You can't have your tanks on cap be the focus of any sort of fire. They need to be the guys maybe putting shots onto tanks in another fight elsewhere. You need to have your own tanks screening the cap in the way. We had a segment on this earlier if you guys were paying attention. If you're just new here, we can go on about this forever because there are arguments to be made, fair arguments for both sides for putting your guys behind cap and putting your guys ahead of the cap to screen it. But it's all situational. Most of the time, though, I think screening the cap is better because it delays your opponent from trying to get there. You can do track shots, you can block with your own tank. You can do so many things to make that cap more successful.
I mean, the fundamentals are there's D distance from where your opponent's tanks are to the T1s. The T1s are the main tanks that you want getting all those cap points. So what is a way to slow down that progress of your opponents? And that is to make roadblocks as far as you can and then have them staggered rather than just defending your T1s and giving your opponent all that position. So there's a lot of fundamentals that go into it, but a lot of, as you said, tricky play, and there's a lot of situational play that we can go into that would take forever. Maybe we should just start a show, Ro32.
Yeah. Well, we could start a show. How to cap pressure.
I know. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, the continuation of this series. Right now, it's match point for C'est La Vie. We'll find out if they can do it after this.
Welcome back. We're about to head into battle number 4 on Himmelsdorf between C'est La Vie and Bomb Squad. C'est La Vie leads right now 2-1.
That's right. The one loss, I would say that C'est La Vie had a winning position, but they just frolicked in that. And it's kind of unfortunate. I do think C'est La Vie has showcased a little bit better play so far, but we'll find out as there are still potentially 3 more battles that can happen.
Yeah, well, Callus at the head of this team, from Wreak Havoc, a team that beat Fulcrum Gaming in Season 2, the only team to have beaten Fulcrum Gaming at all, really.
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, at least in WGLNA. Fulcrum's lost in other tournaments but just fantastic play out of Wreak Havoc early in the season, led, I believe, by Callus. People keep telling me that. They keep saying that Callus was the guy in charge. But due to just some issues, he left, formed his own team. Looks like a bunch of Gorillas guys, and we've seen these guys before on, there's Gorillas and a few Simp people, but Pupstars, yeah.
I do have to give a special mention, though, to Bomb Squad. They've been playing excellent, I thought. If you told me this was the finals of the qualifiers, I wouldn't doubt you at all, because Bomb Squad has been looking very, very good. I mean, they have some really cool play coming into them, good tanking overall, good hides, good theory overall, and I think we can expect anything coming into this next battle.
Yeah. As we go into battle number 4, it's going to be on Himmelsdorf. Let's go ahead and head into it.
3 IS-3s and 2 5100s against 4 IS-3s and a single 5100. What's better, an IS-3 or 5100?
Well, Soviet would tell you the IS-3 is the best tank in the world.
Great Torp would say the same.
You do love those 5. You did like that 5 IS-3 lineup.
No, I did not. You stop it.
You loved that IS-15.
I never said that. You liked it.
No, I think that was you, Andre.
No,
I remember
I'm pretty sure it was never me.
No way. Don't deny this.
I like 4 IS-3s and a T69. I still think that.
Really? A T69? But what about
Did I stutter?
Not a 5100. Not a Pershing.
Did I stutter?
No, you didn't.
Thank you.
But I question.
Well, go ahead and question it. T69, better view range. That's what you need.
T69, same view range as Pershing.
Okay, thank you. And you're saying APCR over...
APCR over heat all day, or day.
Yeah, but you need the burst.
Burst is
need the burst. Need the burst. Need the burst.
But
anyway.
with IS-3s, do you need that burst? You can nuke a tank with
By
a
the way,
Pershing.
we're at 7 players this time.
We are? Oh,
Flash Ram decided to show up.
Ah, so late.
Gosh. Lunatic Angelic is like, come on, man. Why you being like that?
Why are you proxy spotting me like that?
Well, Lunatic Angelic doesn't like Ghost Rider right now. That's for sure.
No, he is being proxy spotted. And there's, well, actually, there's a double proxy spot.
So
Ghost Rider.
The thought process right now is the T1 Lunatic Angelica seeing the IS-3, and that's giving way for this big west side push. You just talked about the proxy spot that is over here with Bonsai. I don't know what Bonsai was able to see. Was he able to see much?
He was able to see some heavy tanks crossing the 3 line, and now an engagement will begin as they move in on Hellgrind. Hetzerade not taking a hit, but Camdor has, and Hellgrind is down to 1093, trying to back off, but a beautiful track shot. Has to use his kit.
Starting to be a lot of convergence, but it's all on the D line right now for the blue team. Things are looking pretty good for C'est La Vie. Great reverse angling by Hetzerade, and Callus is able to put out a lot of damage. You can see that there is starting to be some sort of flank started. Hot Frank and Bao Bao getting in here. Will they anticipate the convergence, or are they going to go all the way around into the 5-6 line? We're going to find out pretty soon. They're going to go there for the 5-6 line, relying on their opponents to be very static. We'll find out if that actually happens.
It should work well enough, but a proper reaction by C'est La Vie. All they have to do is begin a push once they realize that where Serenity and Silver Fox are. Hellgrind is down to 261, and Saitimp is taken down by Bao Bao, and Flashram is able to start the cap. And just as Serenity and Silver Fox begin their engagement, Camdor, Callus, and Hetzerade, though, hesitate to make any sort of breakout, and now they are in a very dicey position. Camdor does go down in the IS-3, and there is the push that they needed to have happen. Hellgrind will go down shortly as well. Actually, no connections quite yet. Hetzerade moving forward, inching forward, and bounces. Not able to make the correct connection on Hellgrind. He will have time for one more shot before he should go down. Silver Fox takes down Callus, and now Dubby Doodle is able to track Bao Bao, keeping him from aggressing, and there, finally, Callus is taken down. Silver Fox is also taken down.
Nice little double tap. Bao Bao now up against Dubby, but things are looking pretty good, I think, still for C'est La Vie, although red base is under attack. It is going to be reset right now. Bao Bao going to spring into action, trying to damage against Dubby Doodle. That's a little bit risky. Whoa, wow.
Serenity is going for the cap.
And Dubby Doodle will be taken out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is one tier 8 tank against 3. Not looking too good for Serenity. He can still do it. One shot, double tap.
There's 9 seconds left on this red base capture.
Oh, wow.
5.
Wow.
4. Is anyone in? Can anyone do it? Is anyone there?
No, they can't.
No 0.
And 2 T1s will win the game, ladies and gentlemen.
C'est La Vie.
C'est La Vie takes it. No, Bomb Squad take it. What? Why would you say C'est La Vie?
C'est La Vie is
red base captured. Red base captured. Man, you messed me up.
I messed up.
Bomb Squad ties it up. Thank you, production team. You guys are on top of it.
They're on top of it. I'm on not. Got that one mixed up. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I did it before.
Yeah, now I get to do it. I get the 1.
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody gets 1.
Everyone. I can never do it again.
Yeah, the 2 T1s did pair off or match off against a single T1. Obviously, they weren't able to reset it, but the power of T1s, even if you lose the brawl, and C'est La Vie had a much better brawl going into that. If we look, I'm going to go into the detailed reports right now. I just want to show, I think it was Hetzerade. Let's look at his potential damage received. 2460, beautifully done. The other IS-3 Hot Frank putting out a lot of damage as well, 1698. Not nearly as much damage received, but some great stuff coming out of C'est La Vie. On the other side, though, the 4 IS-3s didn't work nearly as well. It's hard to really get that synergy going together. You can see the damage not really being done here. And also, this 5100, if you're going to use a 5100 with 4 IS-3s, we should see about 2-3 kills here, not 0. Right? Because that is your utility tank. You want a triple shot with an IS-3, and then 5100 kills the remaining hit points. So a little bit of mismanagement with the lineup, but it's hard to do that overall. I understand that completely.
Yeah, just better in the brawl, and this T1s, man. Just
T1s.
Everyone asks, there's people always in chat going, why do they even bring tier 1s? What's the point? And we have to harp on this over and over again. T1s are incredibly important. Just the huge theme. We're going to head off into a quick commercial break. When we come back, battle number 5. The first battle number 5 for our qualifiers. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. We're about to head into battle number 5 on Cliff between C'est La Vie and Bomb Squad. Who will take it home? Who will bring the best open map strat? We haven't seen a solid strat lineup match on Cliff that I was really excited about.
Do you know what I'm really, really excited about, especially? How many draws have you seen on Cliff?
None. Don't think we've seen a
I
single
don't
draw.
think we've seen a single draw on Cliff.
Wow.
So that makes me happy because that normally says we're going to go to a decisive win rather than going to shootout. Now, I do love my shootouts, but I also love my decisive wins. And in this position, I really, really want to see who's going to take this. I'm telling you, these two teams, if you told me they were in the finals, I would not
Be surprised.
be surprised. Thank you. Because they've played really, really well. I think it's pretty evenly matched. And overall, they just have really good thought process. Using those two T1s, having good concaves if you're C'est La Vie. Great stuff coming out of both these teams.
Yeah, and actually I want to talk about the map, Cliff. What makes it so it doesn't draw?
I guess it's just the center.
Yeah.
The center that forces a fight
Yeah.
pretty fast.
It's the best part of the map to control.
Yeah, and once you have that, it's very easy to maintain your advantage into a win. But because you start a fight really, really fast in the beginning stages, that means you have a lot more time to react and see, okay, let's reposition. Okay, let's go for the fight again right here. You know, normally we see a fight start at 4 minutes or 6 minutes into the game, and that's when it could normally draw. It really depends on the first fight.
But Cliff has started. The countdown is underway, so let's get into battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Come on, production team.
It's all right. They're not as fast as we are.
That's right. We got 2 T69s and 3 1390s out for Bomb Squad. On the other side, C'est La Vie has a T32, T69, and 3 1390s. So the main difference is going to be that T32 over the T69. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think that actually makes a
I think
considerable
this
difference.
This T32 is going to get caught out, I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to have that engagement like we usually
I
have.
don't think it's going to get caught out.
Uh,
The reason why I say that is 4 tanks establishing position fast enough is going to be fine. The T32, what it's looking to do is be that extra little oomph to get over this center. But 1390s will get into the right positions. T69 will get into the right positions. Oh, Silver Fox!
He does not get spotted.
No, Silver Fox and W did get spotted. Yeah, both of them got spotted.
Light bulbs broken.
No contention, by the way, over on the west side. Very surprising from the red team.
Well, Bomb Squad didn't go for any kind of early engagement. They avoided it and actually went to the west.
And there's an engagement happening in the center, knowing that there are 2 1390s over on the west side. Now, Paul Ball is going to go down very quickly. Next T69 is on the list.
Yeah, and he is going to be taken down very quickly, even catching fire for a moment. What a lead. Although Hetzerate goes down in response to this, although Bao Bao and Hot Frank are able to take cover, and then they will be able to return fire. Camdor is even able to join the fight. That is the first time we're actually seeing a T32 get into the actual fight. W Doodle is kind of out alone. I feel like he's going to get jumped on in just a moment because 2 1390s are off to the west about 200, 300 meters away, and they are reloading. So W Doodle needs to just get out of here as soon as possible before he gets swamped.
Oh, man, big shot from that T32 is going to connect. Really unfortunate. I mean, you can see the thought process out from C'est La Vie. They kind of metagamed and mind-gamed their opponents. They knew that they were going over to the west side and said, hey, let's just prepare for that. Stay in the center and then go for a big push on them into the center once we've established them far, far into the west side. And now these 1390s, where can they go? If they retreat, they're immediately in the line sight of these 1390s, of the T32, of the T69. Life is good if you are C'est La Vie.
It's this high ground advantage. It's going to be so dominating. There's nothing that these 1390s can really do. And now Silver Fox W Doodle has taken 2 hits right off the bat. 103 goes down, and then Silver Fox is left just about alone with the 1390. He closes the distance so that they can't really, you know, jump on him. Well, they have to literally jump on him in order to get shots on him. Hot Frank attempts to, but he misses the first shot, makes the second shot, and then Camdor in the T32 gets the finish.
Goodbye. Well played. I mean, this is all formality at this point because C'est La Vie has played a fantastic, fantastic game right here. Yeah. The only person left is Hellgrind. Oh, where the heck am I? Here we go. Hellgrind, and he's going to be chased around, but when it comes down to it, we're going to have a cap. Going to force that EMX 1390 to show itself, and then they can give chase while they are capping.
Bao Bao does take down Ghost Rider, and now Bonsai is the only T1 left alive. He is somewhere on the map. Hellgrind is in about Bravo 6, just up on the high ground. He's regained that high ground. He can maybe kind of delay Cap for a little while. I mean, it's something. But once he starts reloading, the Cap would just complete before he can even fire again. He does try and jump up into the... Wow, he's all the way in A5 now. As far back in the map as you can really go on this high ground. And with one tank on Cap, I guess he's just going to wait for it. As where are the other red tanks? I guess looking for this Hellgrind?
Oh, they're getting on tank.
On Cap.
Getting on Cap. There we go. Speaking English much. Yeah, it will be incredibly hard for...
They're going to go for a draw.
Of course.
Well, no, Hellgrind's going to actually... They're actually set up for this. I just went and checked. Bonsai is in the far corner of K1, and Hellgrind is just... Did he set someone? He just set someone on fire.
Yeah, he set Hot Frank on fire. And Hellgrind hasn't taken any damage, so did a
now
good job there.
T69,
oh, okay.
Bao Bao on the flank is putting shots into Hellgrind down to 670, but Hellgrind actually returns fire down to 408.
Ooh, wow.
One more shot down to 181, and he actually is going to kill Bao Bao.
Does he have shots now to put on Cap, though?
No, he's out. He's
okay,
reloading.
Well, 3
GG.
seconds. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. C'est la vie will take the final game in this series. Congratulations to them. They move on in the qualifiers. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, that could have been a finals for the qualifiers. They played so well, both those teams.
Very close, very well played. I really hope Bomb Squad returns to us in the next qualifier.
I do too. What we saw there was just an opening counter. I mean, all 5 tanks going straight up the center. They could have been the standard, you know, the center and west type strats for both these teams, but C'est La Vie said, no, we're going to have all 5 tanks, and as soon as those 2 1390s isolate themselves, we're going to jump on the other 3 tanks, and the T69s got taken way out of position and got crushed. Really well played, so right there.
C'est La Vie probably my favorite team now to go to the end of this all. I really think they could take qualifier with that kind of play.
So far, but we still got Wreak Havoc and Gold Round Delivery Service. Those 2 teams are our last match of the night. It's been a total of 4 so far, 5 for the total night, so gonna be a lot of fun.
We'll take a quick break while we get that match organized, so just hang around for a few minutes. We'll be back with the final match of the evening, Wreak Havoc versus Gold Round Delivery Service. Stay tuned.